excited that we are going to be checking in with the Tony Fox, if you remember, Eric Weatherly with VyStar here. So it was about a month ago. We said we'd check back in a few weeks, see how she was doing. One of the things that I remember that was a challenge for her was growing her money. She had money in a savings account. She didn't want to touch it, but she also didn't necessarily want to invest it. She didn't want to touch it and move it at all for any reason. She was a little bit afraid to, but you stepped in and empowered her. So tell me a little bit about that experience.
Yes, excited to be here to talk about it. Tony and I have had a great experience thus far. One of the first things we wanted to do was put a plan together and then activate that plan. And within that process, some of the things we looked at was looking at her current savings and seeing how we can kind of activate that and get it more active for her to generate some income. Also, we wanted to focus on looking at her retirement options and kind of how she was managing that. And then lastly, we wanted to look at different ways that she can maybe diversify her money and have her money work for her.
So her money's going to go a lot faster than if it were to just sit in a regular savings account.
Absolutely.
Even though you want both.
Yes, yes, yes. You want to have both. You want to have options, and you just really want to, once again, you want to have diversification. You want to have your money working for you in different channels and do different methods.
Sounds very well-rounded.
Yes.
And I'm excited to hear from her now. I think she's down the hall finishing up some work, but we're going to meet with her in just a second to see how she's doing.
Sounds good. Where's my DJ?
Yeah, where is she? Tony, where are you? Here she comes. Hey,
That's
Tony.
my DJ.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good. Good to see you again.
You too, and it sounds like you've been putting in some work over these last few weeks.
I think so, I guess. Saving money is so
But you are making that money work for you. So tell us a little bit about your experience working with Eric.
He's okay. No, he's awesome. He's awesome. He is so knowledgeable. He makes me feel calm about everything. Well, I just want to keep my money and hoard it, and I don't know about all these investments, yada, yada.
Right.
But of course, it is important, as I know now, to not just have your money sitting in a mattress, which I didn't do that, but practically it seemed like it, you know.
Not getting a return on it, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And feel confident that, okay, I have enough for a rainy day, so now I can do some other things. Yeah, so he's made me feel good about that.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
So we did discuss your challenges a little bit. So what were the steps that you helped her with to kind of get past those challenges and even to exceed beyond?
The first thing we did is we met up and we created a plan. We kind of recapped what she wanted to accomplish, saving money, having her money work for her, and looking at retirement at some time in the future. So the first thing we did is we said, hey, let's kind of look at all your accounts. And after we wrapped our hands around kind of her accounts and kind of where her money was going, we were able to sit down and say, hey, here are some steps we need to do. Let's get your savings challenge ignited and get that going. Let's get your retirement fund going, and let's diversify your money and get it to work for you.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic that it seems like it's going very well, that you've taken what you've learned and been able to grow your money. Do you feel more confident now? Like, let's say he's not here with you for the future.
No, you can't go anywhere.
Do you feel like you can take this on your own now?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, one of the weird things about me, I guess, and maybe it's not weird, maybe other people do this, it's just something I don't always want to think about. So even, like Eric was saying, I know it sounds strange, but okay, so let's log into your accounts and let's find out how much money you have here. And that was like, oh, okay. You know, just that alone seemed like kind of a big step. And it's not nearly as difficult. You know, you build it up in your mind, or at least I did in my mind. So.
And did I hear this right, that when you did look at your account, you actually had more than you expected?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, see, that's why it's important to log in.
Yes, I was. I was way off.
So after we had that information, it was just really good to look at it and say, okay, this is what we have to work with. All right, let's start kind of initiating our plan. Hey, let's get your savings challenge fund set up. Let's set up some transfers, some reoccurring transfers there. So you now have a savings discipline moving forward.
And you don't even have to think about it when you set up automatic.
It's automatic. And when we first talked about it, I said, okay, we're gonna set up a reoccurring transfer. And she's like, ooh, Ooh.
I don't know if I want to commit.
I know.
Right. It's like a commitment, right? But it's an
know.
important one.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And it is making that step going, I don't know if I want to do that. And even, you didn't even mention this, that I actually increased my contribution to
Yes.
my 401k.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Quite a bit, more than double.
And that's what happens once you start to kind of do it and see it and you get excited. And then the last step she took is she opened a CD, a certificate of deposit, and she put a pool of funds there to where she can earn a significantly higher interest rate than the money that's sitting in her savings account. So she took the baton and ran with it.
Yeah, so would you say that you feel empowered now and excited about your future with retirement and having your money grow?
Yeah, definitely. Way better than I did before this. 100%.
Okay, well, you're not off the hook just yet.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, because remember that really fun game
Oh,
Eric
yes.
put you through, the music trivia.
Yes,
and
I
how
was
it
good at that.
related- You were, and how it related to financial fitness. I believe you have one more for her, don't you?
Yes, I think I could come up with something creatively.
Okay.
So I have a good one.
Okay.
1985,
Okay.
disco diva, Donna
Okay.
Summer,
Okay.
had a song.
Okay.
What was the title of that song?
Oh, I know this.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm positive. She works hard for the money.
Boom.
Hey, good job.
I work hard for my money.
Yes. And
Yes.
she's worked very hard through this challenge as well.
Oh, I love it. Well, it has been such a pleasure. I'm so glad that you're doing well, and I'm sure you're extremely proud of her as well.
Yes, she's inspired me.
Yes, and inspiring others. But if you would like to work on your financial fitness and see all the tools and resources VyStar has to offer, head to VyStarCU.org.